Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Daily Walk with Lance, where we read a Bible verse and I give you a little explanation. It's a little short, little daily devotional. It's my personal reading for the day, and so I'm just sharing it with y'all. If this is the first time one of my videos, if you would, please drop me a follow, like the video, share it with your friends. We say that to help push the algorithm. I'm putting it at the beginning of this video instead of the end, just to kind of mix things up a little bit. But anyways, for the September 20th verse, we have Hebrews 13, or we got the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 17. Obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may account with joy and not with grief, for they are accountable for you. And that is Hebrews 13:17. And I think I'm gonna get a new NIV or English Standard, something that's not so much King James English, because this is from King James, and while I understand what it's saying, I know it can be a little weird for younger people. So I am working on getting a more modern language Bible, but I haven't ordered it yet. I looked at them last night, and we'll talk about that later. But what they're talking about when it says obey them, it's talking about your spiritual leaders. So like your pastor, or like a small group leader, or like, something like that, where they are ministers. They do have an extra, it's not an extra authority, but they have an extra responsibility. When you are a pastor or a minister, you are responsible for your flock. And so, it's one of those, if you say the right things and the flock goes astray, then you can't help that. But if you are the reason they go astray, that person's they're held accountable for that. So that's why it's saying a true minister, a true pastor, a true leader knows they're accountable. It knows they're accountable to tell y'all the truth, to help lead y'all the right direction, because they have taken on that extra responsibility. And a lot of people aren't willing to take on that responsibility for that reason, because they're worried they'll do the wrong thing. But God tells us to go out and become fishers of men. And so as a Christian man, it's one of those, if you get saved and then something happens to you pretty quickly, you're going to heaven. But if you get saved and you still have a purpose on this earth and your time isn't anywhere near up, then there are more responsibilities you should take on as a Christian man. There are more, responsibilities is really the right word, because it's not that you're given any more power, it's not that you're wealthier, it's nothing like that. It's someone was accountable for helping push you toward God, and now you have that same accountability to push others toward God. And while not everybody's meant to be a leader, but there might be that one person in your life that maybe they won't listen to anybody but you. And so it's up to you to give them that word. And don't look at me as any kind of leader at all. Like, I'm just a guy doing his daily devotional on camera. So, don't think of me as anything. I'm just, like I said, I'm purely getting a Bible verse through an app every morning. It randomly gives me one, or I guess randomly. I just know it gives me one, and there hasn't been any kind of like chronological order or anything. And then I write a little something for y'all. See, I think my camera's reversed, so it's backwards. But you know, this is the verse. And then here's my little notes. And then when I get that large print Bible, then I will probably just start reading straight from it with notes in the margins. If you get a wide margin Bible, you can write in the margins. So I'm thinking about getting a large print wide margin Bible so that I don't have to keep using random pieces of paper, and it'll look a little better on camera than just me holding the notepad. I'll be actually holding a Bible. Alright, y'all, like I said before, this is your first time on one of my videos, please follow me, like it, share it with your friends, and I will catch you guys tomorrow is Sunday, so get up and go to church, and then I will have a Bible verse for y'all after church. Alright, y'all, peace.